Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 7. That's 7, lucky 7, of Real Estate Talk TGIF. Yes, I am alone today, and we're going to talk about the 3 P's of real estate. This is Real Estate Talk TGIF. Thank God it's Fanale, and here we go. So we're going to talk about the P's of real estate. You know, if you look up the P's of real estate on Google, you're going to get the 3 P's, the 4 P's, all different kinds of things, right? So hold on one sec. This thing set up, make sure it's right. And there we are. Okay. So the important part is that what is it? What are the P's of real estate? What are you doing? So if you look it up, it says price, product, presentation, positioning, or preparation, price, promotion, or how about this one? This is what I love, the 3 P's of real estate. Put up a sign, put on MLS, and pray. Ha! A lot of you do that, don't you? Don't lie to me, I know you do. Or place, people, process, physical, the way it looks, physical appearances. But those aren't the P's I really want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today, one second. What I want to talk about today are the P's for your business. You see, my objective in my life is to help people. And over the past year, and it's taken me a good year's time to figure out exactly what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it, right? So here's the thing. First of all, if you're out there, write a comment down, say hello, let me know you're active. If you have any questions, hopefully I can get them here and I can read them and see them, right? And go forward with that, all right? So let's see what else we got here. So, okay. So anyway, the 3 P's. How about when you're getting into the business, you have a plan? That's a P, P-L-A-N. The old saying is that failing to plan is planning to fail. Corny as it may sound, it's extremely true. But as you get into business and you're new in real estate, how do you know what you want to do or what you need to do? Well, okay, so that might be starting with a dollar number or how much money you want to make since you're new. And the most important thing a new agent needs to know is that you really don't know what you don't know. Remember, there's 4 stages of learning. You don't know what you don't know. You know what you don't know. You know what you know, and you don't know what you know. Okay, so that was really cool, right? Yeah, I thought that was cool. I remembered it too. I think it's the right order as well. So here's the thing. You have to make a plan. So let's talk about the plan, number 1. What's the dollar number you want to make? So if you're going into this business as a real business, right, and it's a business, what is the thing that is going to happen to you to make you want to do this? What is your motivation? Now, James is on here, says we're going to have the biggest real estate crash in the history of the world. James, I think you're completely incorrect, but then again, that's my opinion. I'd love to have this conversation with you. Maybe we could do that live one day, maybe next week, whatever. But anyway, you have to plan. So a plan requires a goal or a commitment. So you understand one thing. What you achieve in your business is what you've committed to, right? So you've got a plan. Your first thing is to make, let's say, $100,000 in the first year, because you're either changing a business, you need to replace some income, or, it's just something you want to do. You decided, you know what, I'm going to get hot into it. So you need to also put the right people. That's another P, the right people in your life when it comes to that. And what does that mean? Well, people could be the right company to work for, the brokerage, the broker, the people around you, what kind of a culture it is. I know that's a C word, but people equals culture, right? Or culture equals people. It's really and truly important that you work with people that are going to collaborate with you, that are going to help you, that are going to be with you, right? So, and going to be there by your side. So we talked about plan and we talked about people. So now we've got all that done. You need your action plan. So you've got a business plan. Now you need an action plan to be able to achieve what your commitment or your goal is, right? So remember, all along, I'm going to keep saying your results are only what you've committed to. So if you've been in this business since the beginning of the year and you've made $20,000 in that 8 months, that's all you committed to. So anyway, let's talk about it. So as you move along, we hope you gain another P, or you have it already, and that's passion. One of the things I've always had was passion for everything I did. And there's so many things I love to do. This is one of them in helping people. And hopefully there's a good amount of value here for all of you, right? So the passion you have for it, you really want to get into it. Because the two biggest issues that I believe people have is focus and organization. P words, but they go along with passion. If you've got enough passion for something, you're going to do it no matter what it takes, right? So let's keep going. We've got people, we've got passion, we've got things you have to learn how to do. So the most important thing for you to generate leads is to prospect. There's another P. One of my favorite P's, by the way, prospecting. Okay, so what are you going to do? What kind of prospecting you're going to do? So in order to prospect, you're going to have to know what to say, what to write, how to do it all. And that's going to require practice in order for you to understand what to say. Now, of course, you can read everything to learn how to do this. You can read and get a book on how to do real estate. I mean, there's books out there. There's a great book out there called The Red Book. And if you want to know more about it, give me a ring, shout out to me, and let me tell you what it is. That'll teach you everything you need to know, but you've got to implement it. You have the passion and the plan to do it. So the prospecting is really important, and you need to practice. You need to practice your scripts. You need to practice what you're doing. Now, do we want everything to be scripted? No. And see, that's the difference between me and most other people. I do say practice. I do say scripts. But here's the thing. I want you to practice and the scripts, read and practice everything you're going to say and do, not so that you can recite something or that you can read something. By the way, did you ever get a call from someone and you can tell they're reading it or they're reciting what they learned? If you ever want to have some fun, stop them in the middle of it and see how they regain their composure. Ask them a question. Like once in a while, I get a call, they want to give me a new credit card. I remember these a long time ago. I would say, wow, do I have to pay it back if I use that money? Anyway, it's a joke. So we move forward, right? So you have to practice. And the reason I want you to practice the scripts is that I want you to be able to augment to your own being. So you have to practice to be able to implement, and then I want you to assimilate them into you. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own attitude. Everybody has their own personality. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter, because you're going to be extroverted enough to get business if you've got the passion. If you don't have the passion for a business, you're just doing it just to do it, well, you're probably in the wrong business, and maybe you should get out and find something else, and maybe go work, somewhere where you can work 9 to 5 and get that $10, $12 an hour. But in real estate, you can get, $10, $12 a minute, maybe a lot more, maybe, several $1,000s an hour. Who knows? It all depends on what you want to do and how you want to do it. But the practice is the most important part. So once you get your plan and you've decided what prospecting to do, you've got the right people around you and you've got the passion for it, you're going to need to set priorities. So how do you do that? Well, one of the ways to do that is to make a list. So a list is a set of priorities or a set of things you want to get done. So the ones that come off the top of your head may be priorities, but they also may be dreams. We don't want dreams, but we want to write them down. So there's two types of lists you want to have. Okay, one is a global list with stuff you really want to do, and it can be anything and everything, right? But for your business, right? And then what I want you to do is take a list that you want to get done in a reasonable period of time, and that will break down into several lists. That could be a month list, down to a week list, down to a day list. It's always good to set your list up. This is one way to set great priorities for yourself, right? So making that list is really important. So let's review. One of the things we do not want to do is to go to those, my favorite 3 Ps when you see it, put up a sign, put it on MLS and pray. Well, we don't want you praying to get business. There's so many people out there that if I said to them, if you were arrested and accused of being a real estate agent, would there be enough evidence to convict you? A lot of you would say, no, there wouldn't be. Well, what's up with that? There should be an awful lot of evidence to show that you are in the real estate business. And if you can show that evidence, damn it, you're doing more than one transaction a month. If you're doing one transaction a month, hell, anybody can do that if they really want to. But here's the thing. A A lot of people say, and I said this recently, and I got a challenge going on with some people I know, gun to your head, life or death situation, could you get 1, 2, maybe 3 pieces of business by the end of this month? So today is the 17th, right? It's August 17th. So I'll even extend that. The next 2 weeks are probably the biggest vacation months of the year, or when people aren't doing much, or getting the kids ready for school, or the kids have just started school. Depends on what part of the country you're in. Here in New Jersey, people are going to start school in a couple of weeks. So the question I have for you is, gun to your head, life or death situation, would you be able to get a couple of contracts by Labor Day midnight? I challenge you. I challenge everybody that ever watches this video. Could you do it? 2 weeks, a piece of business. I'm talking a little over 2 weeks. So the question is, would you like to do it? And if it's a challenge you want to take because you've got the passion, you've got the right people around you, you've got a plan, you've practiced, and you know how to prospect, you're going to make it a priority, and you're going to get it done. Give me a comment that you want me to hold you accountable, because what I'll do is, if you're in the New Jersey area, I'll give you a prize, is another P word, if you actually do it. That's an accepted offer. This is a buyer contract we're talking about, right? An accepted offer by midnight, Labor Day. Could you do it? Is it a priority? Is your business a priority to you? Well, of course, it's got to be a priority if you want to be able to pay your bills, have a vehicle to get around in. I don't care if it's a bicycle, but whatever you need to get around in. But the point is really pretty simple. Are you interested into having a plan to have a life worth having, to practice your prospecting, to prospect, to have a passion, know the people, and to have priorities? The prize is your lifestyle. Look, money is great, right? Everybody needs money. But the money we get, or the extra money we get that we're not used to, will allow us to have a different lifestyle, maybe a better lifestyle, or maybe just comfortability. Being comfortable is not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing when it comes to being in your business. If you're happy making what you're happy, great. If you're not, maybe I can help you. I don't know, but it's worth a shot, right? So I want to end with this. Look, you know what? When we're talking about the 3 Ps of your real estate business, plan's the most important thing. Knowing what action steps or action plans to use then is your next thing you got to do. And then practice, prospect, have the passion, have the right people on you. My name is Dave Fanale. This has been Real Estate Talk. Thank God it's Fanale on a Friday, TGIF. We'll see you next week. We'll have some great stuff coming to you. And look, remember, make you a priority. If real estate is your business, make you a priority. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week, or we'll see you, on social media or anywhere. Thanks a lot.